Friends, welcome to another episode of the Bible Book by Book, the video cast where we look at a passage from the Bible and we look at some culture or something that we know about the world around at that time, and see if it just unlocks something of that passage for us. Well, today I just want to look at a particular little word that might just unlock something for us. There was a debate around during the time of Jesus. Who do you follow? Who is the rabbi that you follow? Who do you get your authority from? And that's why the Pharisees, the religious teachers of the day, were forever saying to Jesus, where do you get your authority from, Jesus? Who taught you this, Jesus? What they want Jesus to say is, oh, I was trained by Rabbi so-and-so. And they go, yes, well, he had authority. Or, oh, that rabbi doesn't have authority. The problem is Jesus does not do that. They say to Jesus, who do you follow and who gives you authority? And Jesus says, I don't need any human authority. I have my Father's authority. He's indicating, do you know what? No earthly rabbi has taught me, but my Father in heaven has taught me everything that I need. So this debate was around and Jesus was drawn into it. And there's just a line in John chapter 8, verse 31. I just want to unlock for us for a moment. It says this, to the Jews who had believed Jesus, Jesus said, if you hold on to my teaching, you are really my disciples. If you hold on to my teaching, you really are my disciples. And then you will know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. So, Jesus says, if you hold on to my teaching, there was this debate, which rabbi do you follow? And Jesus is saying, hold on to my teaching. There's lots of good rabbis out there. You could say there's lots of good church leaders out there with podcasts and videos and books and videocasts about the Bible. They're all very good. But Jesus says, don't follow them, follow me. Hold on to my teaching. I would say this, if you find what I say helpful, good. But you know what? I'm just trying to follow Jesus myself. I'm trying to work out what does it mean to follow Jesus. Don't follow me. Ultimately, if you try following me, it's not going to end up well because I'm a human being. But let's follow Jesus. Jesus is the one to follow. So Jesus says to them, come and hold on to my teaching. You'll be my disciple. It's an interesting little word here in the Greek. It's the word Meno, M-E-N-O. Literally translates as to remain in, or, I like this, to cling on to. And what comes into my mind when I see this Greek word is that image of a dad in a park, or a mum at the park or at the supermarket, and the little child clinging on to his father's leg or clinging on to his mother's leg. My little boy Isaac, he used to, when he was little, he would hold onto my leg and I'd try walking and he'd be dragging along behind me. He was clinging onto me. He didn't want to lose me. So we'd go into a supermarket, and rather than holding my hand or holding onto the trolley, he'd cling onto my leg and I'd be like, I'm dragging him along behind me. And Jesus says to you and I, cling on. Hold on tight. Why? Because sometimes life is difficult. It's a journey, and sometimes it's going to be easy to let go of what I say and do other things and listen to other people, because other people's way might be easier. But Jesus says, cling on to me. Hold on to my leg and don't let go. And then he says, if you do this, if you cling on to my teaching, Rabbi Jesus' teaching, he says, you'll know the truth shall set you free. Let's just explain that. You'll know the truth. Well, is truth an idea? Is it a concept? Is it the answer to a question? No. Jesus is the truth. Throughout the Gospels, Jesus says, truly, truly, I tell you, he is the truth. He's the King of truth. In fact, when Jesus says truly, truly, it's because in the original language it says, amen, amen. Trust me, Jesus says. I tell the truth. If you listen to my teaching, Jesus says, and you cling on to me, then you'll know the truth. Who is the truth? Jesus is the truth. And the truth shall set you free. Knowing Jesus will set you free. Not knowing as much as you can about the Bible. Not knowing everything about everything and every Greek word and Hebrew word. Jesus says, all of that is good. But know me, Jesus, the truth, the King of truth. And the truth shall set you free. Jesus is the one that sets us free, in other words. I hope you find that interesting, this idea of clinging on to Jesus' teaching, clinging on to Jesus' leg. And I just pray and hope that's something that you might join me in with that lifelong adventure of being a Klingon. Anyway, grace and peace.